artist, I go, damn, when is he gonna have his moment? Like, Fat, I said this. I think his, what's the name, cuffing season was definitely.
You was up in Toxic all summer. Now it's getting chilly, that's the fall coming.
But it wasn't the hit like that because it was talking exactly about what was going on at the moment. But the way he brought La Marina.
You was in La Marina all summer.
And all of the stuff, it was the hottest joint.
What was going on
in that summer.
Exactly at the time.
So I'm like, yo, I jumped on the remix because the director was going without us.
Quick up, you love it, she wants the limelight. She about to get you in some shit, boy, get your mind right.
Like for a lyricist, like the guy that's that intricate. But the writing, he didn't have a full-on moment that was like Fab's period right now. Like he had a lot of hit records on R&B artists, like a lot of real hot verses that came, but it was on somebody else's joint.
And I know Maine, he likes to fall in love every night. So I got you.
Bro, what, pig horsepower?
Got the nigga a panther?
Boom, 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 boom. Ain't no hate on this show, bro. We got pig horsepower for that ass.
I ain't gonna hold you though. This pinky.
That's that pinky right there.
You about to take it right now? Don't take that if you ain't got nothing going on.
Because if you
ain't got nothing going on,
if you do not have a scoring situation, no crime involved.
Make sure you
word up.
Do it, man. Do it. Do it, man. Do it. Do it, man. Do it. Do it, man. Do it.
Yeah. Gotta slam that shit on the floor, nigga.
Camron. Yeah.
You better go. Hope
that
you get
pinky, nigga. We fuck with that.
Oh shit.
100%. We fuck with that.
And that wraps up the first season.
There might be plenty of old issues people never peeped back then. Yeah, if you weren't tuned in around 2014, if you weren't watching the moves, you really missed it. Now there's one thing I gotta break down. A lot of these MCs, these rappers, come off kinda sensitive. I gotta keep it real. So much went down in hip hop years ago, and some folks might be circling back for payback now. Because we all know Fabolous just dropped a wild freestyle aimed straight at 50 Cent. Don't let me skip that. Jim Jones and Camron also spoke some truth. No cap, don't get it twisted. Are they throwing shots or are they showing love? Let's talk about it. We gotta dive right into this one, man, because I honestly don't know if 50 is even gonna respond. And we all know Fabolous was in his zone. Yeah, he made it clear how he feels about all this. You can hear the frustration, the disrespect they feel right now when it comes to 50 Cent, Mano, Jim Jones. You know the vibes, let's rap about it. I gotta be real. So yeah, we all know Fabolous just dropped that crazy freestyle, basically pressing 50 from multiple angles. And this moment feels loud, messy, and personal, shaking old alliances across the culture hard today. Now we had to really decode this whole thing. If you checked my last video, you already know. But what we do know for sure is this. 50 Cent and Fabolous were once actually tight. That part is real. So I went back and did a little homework, dug through old moments, and found a few spots where this tension could have started. Because, like I said before, a lot of these MCS are sensitive. I gotta be honest, super sensitive. When you speak on them, they respond, either on a track or straight up letting it be known. You'll hear it instantly when they not rocking with what was said. And that brings me to this clip I gotta play, when 50 Cent did an interview and pretty much stepped on Fabolous's shine. Yeah, he straight up said Fabolous never really got that big look. 50 said Fab had hot songs. Yeah, he was buzzing for a moment, but he claimed Fab was really hot on other people's records, not his own joints. That's what he said. Now pause on that. Really listen to what he's saying. Does 50 actually have a point here, or is he just talking spicy? He basically painted Fab as a moment guy, right here, right now, energy, but not somebody with those long-lasting joints people keep coming back to, unless it's a feature. I'm just saying, that's how it came off. So could this be 50 shooting back early? Is that why Fab feeling a certain way now? I gotta keep it 100. It gives that same awkward vibe, like when Dame Dash told 50 that $1 million ain't really money. That pause, that tension, that quiet sting. See if you follow what's really going on here. 50 Cent basically said the same kind of thing about Fabolous that Dame Dash once said about him, and that resentment clearly stuck. I gotta call it what it is. So yeah, I did the homework. I went back and really checked the history, line by line. There's a guy known as E-Bucks, right? Heavy with the street fam movement, real history there. Shout out to Paul Kane, shout out to the people who were really active back then. A lot of folks don't understand the background, and that's the problem. They don't know the story. E-Bucks was one of those guys. I'd call him a fashion mind when it came to urban wear. He knew how to put fits together clean. Southside Queens roots, Haitian background, real culture behind him. He was dressing artists before the wave even hit the streets. That part matters. Before everything blew up, E-Bucks was putting people on. I gotta keep it real about that. Around that time, he was also moving with G-Unit. Heavy presence.
Artists, I go, damn, when is he gonna have his moment? Like, Fat, I said this to him. I think his, what's the name, cuffing season was definitely.
You was up in toxic all summer. Turn out. Now it's getting chilly, that's the fall coming.
But it wasn't it wasn't the hit like that because it was talking exactly about what was going on at the moment. But the way he brought La Marina.
You was in La Marina all summer.
And all of the stuff, it was the hottest joint.
What was going on
in that summer.
Exactly at the time in the
So I'm like, yo, I jumped on the remix because the director was going without us.
Quick couple, you love it, she want the limelight. She about to get you in some shit, boy, get your mind right.
Like for a lyricist, like a guy that's that intricate. But the writing, he didn't have a full-on moment that was like Fab's the period right now. Like,
but things started getting messy behind the scenes and situations shifted fast. I'm just calling it straight. Now let me really break this part down. Summer Jam 2014. A lot of people talk about it without knowing the details. If you weren't there, you wouldn't get it. That night mattered.
He had a lot of hit records on R&B artists, like a lot of real hot verses that came, but it was on somebody else's joint.
During the 50s reunion performance with G-Unit at Hot 97 Summer Jam, things looked legendary on the surface. But behind that moment, old tension, old energy, and old stories were still bubbling. And that's where a lot of this really connects, whether people want to admit it or not. Slow Bucks was reportedly involved in a serious on-stage altercation, and his chain was taken by people connected to 50 Cent. That part is well documented. Later that same night, 50 was seen wearing the chain during the performance. That moment right there became the spark. This is what really kicked everything off. This situation is what caught Slow Bucks slipping, shoes coming off, chaos everywhere, and that's what pushed things into a full-blown fallout. Back then in hip-hop, 10 or 11 years ago, it wasn't just talk. People took things personal. If you said something crazy or moved a certain way, you were expected to answer for it. That was the era, and 50 was really on that type of time. I gotta keep it honest. Now listen close because this is important. The reported catalyst behind the whole situation started with an Instagram post. Slow Bucks posted a photo with 50 Cent's estranged son, Marquise Jackson, and a former G-Unit affiliate, Trav. Shout out to Trav, because they had their own history too. Him and 50 had already gone through tension, and this post didn't sit right. 50 reportedly took that as a sign of disrespect, like Slow was testing the line. And here's the wild part. Keep in mind, Fabolous is on stage during all this. While Slow Bucks is getting embarrassed in real time, Fab is right there. That's his guy, and he didn't move, didn't step in, didn't react. Pay attention to that detail. Now let me be clear, I'm not saying Fab ever came off as some hardcore dude. I'm not saying he's a tough guy or playing that role. He's always been the smooth one, the pretty boy who makes solid music. That's how I've always seen Fab. He makes clean records and moves around real street dudes. Shout out Paul Kane, that's his brother. That's real history. When I see Fab, I don't see a gangster image, none of that. I gotta say that up front. But what went down on that stage was real, and I gotta keep it honest. A lot of people still look at that moment like, yo Fab, you didn't do anything. Not saying he had to jump in, but people noticed he didn't move. That's just facts. So the question becomes, is that where the tension really comes from? Is that why Fab's been holding on to these feelings all these years? Pay attention to the timing, because right there, in that moment, Slowbucks' chain gets taken. And let's not forget, Slowbucks wasn't just anybody. He was a known urban fashion designer, moving with people who were really active in the culture. I'm just being real. It got ugly in that building. Everybody remembers it. The energy shifted instantly. And here's the part people don't always think about. We never really know what's going on behind closed doors. Fab is in a different position now. Podcasting, speaking freely, having a platform. Maybe he felt like he had to stand up for his man, or maybe he just felt a way about 50 speaking on him publicly. Either way, I'm just here to break it down and bring y'all the story as it unfolds. That's not even all, because now I gotta ask the real question. Where does Jim Jones fit into this? I'm not saying I know for sure, but the way this is lining up, did these guys link up to back Camron's pink horsepower move? Think about it. We all know what's been going on. We've heard the back and forth for years, the bad business stories, the tension, the fallout between Jim Jones and Camron. Even with Mace involved, this stuff has been public forever. This ain't new. These dudes made hits together, shared real moments, and now they've been clashing in the spotlight for a long time. So now I'm looking at Fab like, was this a smart PR play? Was he just showing love? Or were subtle shots being sent? I need y'all to really tap in on this one. Pay attention to this clip, because on the final show of the year, Fab hands Mace that pink horsepower. And if you listen closely, you can hear Jim Jones in the background. Catch the energy. They even say, "We don't hate over here." That line matters. So now let me ask y'all, does Cam even need the promo? Let's be real. Pink horsepower is already everywhere. That brand is well known, moving strong, probably a serious business already. Shout out to Cam, shout out to Maze. They're doing their thing regardless. So what is this really? Love, support, or quiet shots being thrown? I'm a little confused, but I do like seeing people come together. Either way, pay attention to what's happening. I gotta be real. I'm glad these guys are finally tapping into how social media really works now. It's good to see people support someone even if they don't fully rock with each other like that. It is what it is. Cam is clearly in his own lane, focused on his own moves, and he sees everyone else staying in theirs too. But throwing that pink horsepower into the mix right when things are heating up with 50 Cent, that move works for everybody. Everybody eats. I like the consistency, I like the energy, and I like how everything is lining up right now. So let me know if I'm bugging here. Are shots being thrown, or is this really just love being shown? I'm leaning toward love, honestly, and it looks good for Fab either way. But the big question still stands. What made Fab go at 50 like that?
And I know Maine, he likes to fall in love every night. So I got you.
Bro, what, pink horsepower?
Got the nigga a panther?
Boom, 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 boom. Ain't no hate on this show, bro. We got pink horsepower for that ass.
I ain't gonna hold you though. This pinky.
That's that pinky right there.
You about to take it right now? Don't take that if you ain't got nothing going on.
Because if you
do not
have a scoring situation, no problem, bro.
Make sure you
word up.
Do it, man. Do it, man. Do it. Do it, man. Do it. Do it, man. Do it.
Yeah! Gotta slam that shit on the floor, nigga.
Camron. Yeah.
You better go. Hope
that
you get
pinky,
active.
nigga. We fuck with that.
Oh shit.
100%. We fuck with that.
And that wraps up the first season.
Was it because of the squatters comment, or was it simply his turn? Because Mano already went off. Mano already turned the pressure up. So is this just Fab's moment to respond and speak his mind? Look, I don't make the news, I just break it down. Make sure you jump in the comments and let your voice be heard. Subscribe to Dripzine, share this video, drop a like, and help the channel grow by clicking the hype this video button. It's free. Thank you for rocking with the channel.